Across the board, I love their ball pressure, forcing 24 turnovers for 30 points.
And there's a steal at midcourt by Shepard in front to Tari Eason. Took it away from Laravia. Eason with a flush.
Offensively, we saw them actually make shots, especially from the three-point line.
Left side, Shepard 3 on the way. Nothing but nylon.
We're going to look at it over the next 2 days. We'll get back.
Amen Thompson was asked about an hour ago how KD is feeling, and he said, to be honest with you, I don't know. So whether that means KD's been doing all of his rehab away from the team or the team hasn't really necessarily been checking in on him, that's another dynamic to look for as we head towards tip-off.
I found that very interesting. I understand, Courtney, that everyone's going to be talking, rightfully so, in Houston about, hey, we're still alive. Maybe we can come back. There's no Luka. This team is, had a great game last night. All 5 starters in double figures. Him and Thompson with 23, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Like, positive things. I get it. LeBron only had 10 points in this game. He took the blame for the loss. But I can't get those comments from Dave out of my head.
I think it's a frustration of the teammates when you say, I don't know what's going on with him. Clearly there's something here, because if it's not one thing, it's another. It's the knee injury that he sustains before game 1 in practice. And then a bone bruise now in his ankle. And it sounds like it's an indefinite timeline because we don't really know when he's going to be back. I mean, you can wrap this thing up in a gentleman's sweep if you're the Lakers. Maybe they're thinking that Kevin Durant isn't going to try to force his way back to try to get back for no reason at all. But I think it speaks to, it's pretty loud. It's a pretty loud statement for a player to say I don't know what's going on with my teammate when you guys are supposed to be the most locked in you've been all season now that you're in the playoffs. And you've had to do this for the majority of the series without him. I think it's a sign that maybe things aren't so great down there. There has been some friction. Obviously, this has been a team that's underachieved in a big way because of injuries being one thing, but also when you get to the playoffs, your best player is not there, and you're also playing without your second best player last night too. So I think it's...
And Fred VanVleet, who they haven't played with all year.
Sure. I mean, but this was supposed to be a team that wasn't in this situation this year, and I think it's just the frustration of teammates right now realizing that the underachieving had nothing to do with him, had nothing to do with stuff that they could control, and now it feels like if it's not one thing, it's the next.
But this is weird, Courtney, because the guy missed 4 games during the regular season, and he's missed 3 games in the postseason.
When it matters, he's missing games. That's the problem.
And if we know Kevin Durant's history, which we do, he wants to play through this. This is not like, I'm mad at everyone, I'm not going to play. All the guy wants to do is play basketball. Like, that's, everybody says about Kevin Durant, you could critique him, oh, he's different, he's aloof, he's not a leader, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, but all he wants to do is actually play basketball. But now, based on those comments, based on his injury, and yes, the Rockets won last night, and they're down 3-1. I assume LeBron and company will close it out. So it is a fair question, I think, to ask this. Has Kevin Durant played his last game with the Houston Rockets?
You think that was a one-year experiment?
I think it very well could be.
I think the more fair question, even though it's probably not fair because of the circumstances with injury, would surround Ime Udoka and how much longer he'll be the coach there before we're talking about Kevin Durant and this being a one-hit wonder.
Oh, I think both are on the line right now.
I think Ime more so than Kevin Durant.
Right, but if you painted a picture where all of a sudden the Lakers come back in a Game 5 and win, okay, and they close this Rockets team out in 5 games, I think it is completely on the table that Kevin Durant is one and done in Houston, and that Ime Udoka is not the coach next year. For 2 reasons with Durant. 1, just may not have fit, and 2, he has an enormous contract that would help you get another enormous contract. I don't know, let's call that guy Giannis, hypothetically. Not that the Bucks are going to sign up for Kevin Durant, but certainly that is a guy that could facilitate a 3-way deal. I think that what we saw last night, the game is completely overshadowed by the mystery around Kevin Durant as given to us by Thompson by way of Dave McMenamin. Like, that's not like us making this up. You said, that's an odd thing for a teammate to say.
Just at this time of year, too, when you're right, Kevin Durant has never tried to skirt playing in playoff games. He wanted to play so badly in the series with the Warriors against the Raptors that he came back and ruptured his Achilles.
Right.
So I don't think you can ever question what his motives are, but the fact that there's this mystery around, is he rehabbing? This creates more questions about what's going on behind the scenes. Is he rehabbing with the team? Is he around the facility? Is it worse than we thought initially? Like, do they feel? I mean, because Amen Thompson played great last night. He carried that team to the win, and they had to rely on him, rely on Şengün. I don't know if you get another game out of that. Maybe you do, and it goes 6, but then you still know that it's probably a Lakers win, and they're moving on to the Western Conference semis. This just feels like there's more going on behind the scenes, and you got a very tiny glimpse from a comment a player made during pre-game media availability during shoot-around that shows you that there's more to be seen here, more that we have yet to uncover, and this will be part of the post-mortem of this Rockets season whenever it ends. And I think we'll get a lot more answers that probably highlight just how tenuous this season was, probably before it began.
All right, very quickly. I know Nuno Miguel Barrera Teixeira DeVito, our producer, is hoping for a Lakers blown lead here from a storyline perspective. Did you get anything last night? Lost. LeBron only making 2 field goals, 10 points. Marcus Smart jawing at everybody after the game. I mean, is there anything that is kind of there for you to jump into? Maybe they'll blow a 3-0 lead.
No, not yet. Like, they lose game 5, I'll be on that.
You're there?
Yeah, but not yet. I think it's just the one hey, it is what it is. They got theirs. Let's go back to LA and finish it off.
And do you think that KD will play another game for the Rockets?
I do not. I think he's done.
Done.
Yeah.
I guess I'm still in the minority on that.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're surprised. Like, I don't think that's a bold question to ask, and you took it that way, which is interesting. Like,
I just think that we should be talking more about Ime Udoka and his future before we get to the Kevin Durant of it all.
All right, a lot more to talk about over the next 3 hours and 45 minutes or so, including Courtney with the hot dogs and the ketchup and Wilbon being upset about that. But a series that is 3-1 that I think is surprising a lot of people all of a sudden has some extra drama. We will get to that as well as the NFL draft rounds 2 and beyond, obviously, as the show progresses. But first, Courtney has this from PayPal.
All right, PayPal. Good morning. Isn't it nice coming up here?
I love it here.
I wish that we did the show from up here more often. I wish we did the show from up here more often because I feel like I'm up here more, and I'm usually when I'm in studio, it's me here, Vegas East, and you and Michelle in New York. So I like that we actually get to be in a bigger studio, better lighting, and do the show from
better
here.
light. You're taking shots at the lighting.
It's little things that I notice.
Lighting is vital for a radio show. We've always said that.
Radio show also on TV.
I'm aware.
Michelle would agree with me if she was here, but I believe she's still in Pittsburgh. She gonna go to the game
she moved
today?
there. She's actually moved there.
She loved it so much she's staying.
I agree with you. I would love to be here more. Hi guys.
Good morning.
Good to see you guys.
Anybody want to say? I mean, it's not me. I'm not the issue in this case.
Why aren't you guys here more?
I'd like to be.
What's the problem with that?
I don't know that, it's...
I think Courtney's done the show from Bristol more in the 3 years we've been on than you guys have.
I think that's factually accurate. I really do.
Than me?
4 times?
No,
I've been here.
It's been like 15 times over the last year.
That's definitely more than.
By the way, I got to call Courtney out on something right away. There's so much going on right now. We're going to dive into all the later rounds of the draft. I did write down every single pick in case somebody was wondering. All 7 rounds. You can't find it anywhere else but my notepad. We were in Pittsburgh for the draft. There is obviously NBA and NHL playoffs.